Okay, so just for the record then, to those who are speculating that you were pushed out of this role, is there any truth to that?
No, first of all, it's my idea, Emily. And second of all, yeah, some people say it's their idea. I'm the controlling shareholder of the company. I have the majority of the voting stock.
Hey guys, welcome back to Library of Wealth. Today we have Michael Saylor on the future of Bitcoin and his plans for MicroStrategy. Saylor says that ever since investing in Bitcoin, MicroStrategy's shareholder returns have been superior to any other stock or asset class. His balance sheet has greatly expanded, and he has experienced an increase of enterprise value. Saylor states that it has always been the plan to have Phong Le serve as CEO of MicroStrategy, as it allows Saylor to focus on Bitcoin advocacy and acquisition. Now that the company has 3 executives, every financial strategy can efficiently be explored. Let's watch this interview with Michael Saylor as he talks about how Bitcoin will continue to expand and the future of MicroStrategy's success. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content we do here on this channel. Let's get right into the video.
It's the beginning of the Bitcoin era. We got into Bitcoin about 2 years ago, and it's been a story of great success. The stock is up 123%. We outperformed Bitcoin. We did 3x as well as any other enterprise software company, about 3x as well as any other big tech company. So the shareholder returns have been better than any competitive stock or any competitive asset class. And most importantly, our balance sheet has swelled. We've increased our enterprise value by more than 730%. In essence, from $600 million to $5.5 billion over that 24-month time frame. So now we've got to the next point in our development where we've decided we wanted to have a full-time world-class CFO. And we also wanted to bring one more person in the management team. So Andrew Kang joined us in May as CFO. Phong Le had been the president and CFO of the company. And when Andrew joined, that opened up the door for us to make Phong the president and CEO, and for me to move to the role of executive chairman of the company. The fact is, I've been working with Phong on CEO succession for about 4 years now, and it's always been part of the plan. We finally got to the point where we had Andrew, our new CFO, on board, and we could actually make the change and Phong could be CEO. So I think that the market's responding to the fact that now, instead of 2 executives, Saylor and Phong Le, we have 3 executives. And it allows me to do what I like to do, which is Bitcoin advocacy, Bitcoin acquisition. I'll continue to provide oversight for Bitcoin acquisition as the chair of the investments committee of the board. I'll stay as the chair of the board. And it means Phong, who has been the president and the chief operating executive, he'll just be running the day-to-day business. And Andrew, who's world-class CFO, will be here to help us pursue all of our financial strategies.
Saylor says that as the commanding shareholder of MicroStrategy, it was his idea to instate Phong Le as CEO of the company. Saylor just wasn't able to promote him until another CFO could be put into place. MicroStrategy's plan has outperformed NASDAQ and is extremely volatile in the short term. Saylor believes there was no way to have attained surpassing shareholder returns without taking the risk and adopting volatility.
And so I've been planning to place Phong as the CEO since we made him chief operating officer. That was like 2018. And we made him president in 2020. And at that point, he was running sales, marketing, technology, services, pretty much everything. And he was the CFO. And so that was his 2 years to get comfortable in that role. And we couldn't elevate him to CEO until we had another CFO. It's totally inappropriate to have a CEO and CFO as one person in a publicly traded company. So the catalyst for this is when could I find a CFO, and when would Phong have had the time to season in the role? And both of those things, the plan predates my infatuation with Bitcoin, Emily. It goes back that far. Many years.
All right.
The number that matters to our shareholders is 129,699. That's the number of Bitcoin we hold on our balance sheet. And as I've just laid out, over a 2-year period, our strategy outperformed the NASDAQ by a factor of 10. So we are volatile in the near term, more volatile than a lot of things, but volatility is the price you pay for performance. We could have chosen a more conventional path in August of 2020 and just given $500 million back to the shareholders and operated an enterprise software company that would have been worth about $60 a share. But there's no way we could have achieved superior shareholder returns if we weren't willing to take a risk and embrace that volatility. So the result, as you can see it, is the stock is above $300 a share. It gyrates. We have more volatility in 1 hour, Emily, than we had in 12 weeks before. But I embrace the volatility because the alternative would be we're dead money and no one cares about us. It's, you know, we all regret having chosen great assets. All of my investment mistakes in my entire career where I bought a good thing and then I sold it too soon. And there's never going to be more than 21 million Bitcoin. In 100 years from now, there'll be no more than 21 million Bitcoin. So I think that it's a buy and hold strategy. I think that, you know, Tesla has many other issues that I am not privy to. So it's not my place to criticize them. But I do think that acquiring and holding high quality property forever is a good investment strategy. And Bitcoin, in my opinion, is the highest quality property in the world. What I do think is there's incredible consensus that the entire world wants a digital dollar, like a stable coin, like Circle or Tether. And they want it because their currencies are collapsing and 8 billion people would like to have dollars on their Android phone. And I also think there's a consensus that a digital commodity like Bitcoin is a really important asset to stand alongside things like gold or oil or land. And there's incredible demand for that sort of digital property in the world. And so I think Bitcoin is going to grow as an asset class as it's legitimized and embraced as an asset class. I think it'll coexist alongside other assets. And I think that there will always be fiat currencies from strong, well-run nation states. But Emily, it is true that in places like Sri Lanka and Venezuela and Nigeria, their currencies are collapsing. And those citizens are going to use the dollar as a medium of exchange for the near term. And if you want a long-term store of value, and I'm saying looking out 4 years or longer, you want property, and Bitcoin is of course that long-term digital property you want to hold as a store of value.
Saylor says that Bitcoin is a purchase and hold strategy. Saylor believes that the best investment plan is buying a 5-star property than holding onto it forever. Saylor has observed that the entire world would like a stable digital currency. Countries need a digital coin because their currencies are constantly collapsing. There is a general consensus that Bitcoin is a very important asset and would stand beside commodities like oil, land, and gold. Saylor believes that Bitcoin as an asset will grow because it's validated and supports an asset class. Saylor feels that there will always be fiat currencies in capable nation states, but most countries' currencies will eventually collapse. What do you guys think about Michael Saylor's opinion on the rise of Bitcoin? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Library of Wealth. We'll see you in the next video.